Fred Astaire presented a vaudeville show. As a matter of fact, he coined the word vaudeville, which means a variety show of all different kinds of acts. Well, they used to use an acrobatic or juggling act for opening and closing the program. I was 15 years old when I played my first professional job at Luna Park in Cleveland, Ohio in 1922. I had worked with a partner in 1924. We played the Keith Circuit at that time. It was a straw hat and double juggling act. He was a comedian and I was his straight man. 1928, I showed my act as a single at the Greenpoint Theater in Brooklyn, New York. In 1930 was the first time I did my European tour at the Palladium in London. And also at that time I played Paris and Switzerland, and then I came back and resumed my contract with the RKO, Keith Orpheum Vaudeville Circuit. only way you can learn juggling is the practice 2 or 3 hours a day. Some tricks can take years and years to learn, and others take a matter of weeks or even a day. Yeah, I juggle 8 balls at one time, which is a highly technical thing. It takes a lot of practice.
When I was 20 years old, a good friend of mine had learned to juggle 3 balls, and he taught me how to juggle 3 balls. And we were both very basic amateur jugglers. And we practiced and developed together, and we invented our own tricks, and we taught ourselves. And we found some books in the library and got some ideas, but we had never seen another juggler. And I had heard that there was an old vaudeville juggler that was sick and was in a hospital up in Cleveland, Ohio. And I got him on the phone, and he explained to me that he had a mild heart attack and a stroke, and he'd be out of the hospital in no time at all, and that if I wanted, I could come up and he'd show me a few things and talk to me about juggling. Consequently, I made a number of visits to Cleveland, Ohio, and it got to be like a weekend event for me. Bobby May was a real fanatic on juggling, not only on the technical art of juggling, but also on anything that had to do with juggling.
I originated a headstand where I stand on my head on a pedestal and have a drum where I bounce the balls against the drum to the tune of Yankee Doodle.
Another one of the tricks that Bobby was very famous for was his electric trick. Now these 2 hoops, they're all individually lit with very small batteries. He'd take and he'd spin these on his legs. Then he had this large ball which he'd balance on his forehead, which spun also, which is all lit through the holes. And while he was setting this trick up, he had a black bag that was draped over his shoulder, and inside the black bag were small electrically lit balls. Bobby never liked to bill himself as a juggler, so whenever he had control, he would bill himself Bobby May, and then very small underneath, or he may not. So this way he could mislead the audience. Then he'd open his act by playing the harmonica, and then break into his juggling act. In the late 1920s, Vitaphone Corporation began to make film shorts of vaudeville acts. Until that time, vaudeville theaters had offered 1 or 2 reelers, or even feature-length silent films. The theater owners could save money if they just showed a film of a vaudeville act rather than the live act itself. This was the beginning of the end of live vaudeville. This short of Bobby May was made in 1938.
Hurry, Bobby, hurry or you'll be late. And remember, don't start throwing things around. You've lost every job you've ever had throwing things, and I want you to keep this new job.
Okay, Mom, I'll really try. If you keep quiet about it.
Bobby May? What did I tell you?
All right, Ma, I'm going right now.
Yeah?
I'm the new soda jerker.
You'll find your uniform in there.
Okay, boss.
Hey, you! Hey, there's a cash customer in here. Quit playing with those things and get in here and wait on them.
Yes, sir.
Like some cigars here. 3 for half will be all right.
Right.
Got a light?
Yeah.
Hey, will you do that trick with the Indian clubs you did in the window?
Sure.
Thanks.
Hey, what are you doing with my club?
Nothing.
I'll break you in half.
Oh, you will ya?
Why, what are you doing?
You're fired.
I worked over in Europe where there still was some form of vaudeville and nightclubs. I did everything. I played circuses. I played 10 weeks in England in an ice show. After we got into the war, I did special services on the USO, and I played all the camps on the eastern seacoast. Then I resumed again with the skating vanities, the skating show that I had interrupted, and went back until 1948. And I had many years of ice shows in the United States. I was never an expert skater, but it was adequate because they didn't look at my skating, they looked at the juggling tricks.
Bobby gave me 4 very important things. He taught me how to construct an act. He taught me how to practice so that I could get the most out of the time that I spent rehearsing. He gave me a very good attitude towards juggling in general, and most important, he gave me the confidence to take that big step and become a professional juggler.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caesars is proud to present the 2-time winner of the Juggling Championships in London and winner of the Silver Clown in Monte Carlo, Dick Franco!
always practiced. Aside from doing the act itself, I was very fascinated with juggling as a hobby more than as a business. So I really enjoyed doing it all my life.